Japanese movies and shows are very in tune to human horror and just how terrible human horror can be. And I have friends who are not Japanese who talk about how, yeah, their grandparents survived and witnessed the horror of Japan trying to conquer Asia. And so there's this kind of odd self reflectiveness of that. Yes, the bombs that happened were absolutely horrible. The things we experienced were heinous, but it was also kind of like a check on us because we were also doing horrible, heinous things. And and that's kind of something America's always in a deadlock in, that we know we're doing heinous things, but we can't stop the government from doing it. But I think just to that end, I think the acknowledgement of human horror, but presented in this fantasy way, I think is the power and the strength of Uzumaki. Because again, like I said, I love zombies, and to me, zombies are disguised human horror. You hear about the group-led assaults on women in India, or you hear about human trafficking. You hear about the terrible things that people do to each other out in the world, and it's terrifying. And I think, to me, what zombies represent is just that baseline fear that there's another human body that doesn't care that I'm a human and is going to do horrific things to me out of a ravenous desire that can't be quelled by reason or by anything. And it's just, that's the real human horror that to me zombies represent. And to that end, Uzumaki also represents, by putting it in this fantasy lens of people turning into snails or merging with each other in horrific ways. You're talking about the history of human horror